Baby cakes, gather around, sit over there, keep your back straight. I have a story for you. So I originally recorded a video because I thought somebody had printed a lot of AAVE tokens. This is AAVE on PulseChain itself. As you can tell, there is a big fat doo-doo candles. I'm going to show it to you right now. Do you see this doo-doo candle here? Let's actually go in and let me show it to you live what we actually saw. So one guy came in, a paper hander, and he literally sold AAVE down 80% in one click. And so this presents an opportunity. There is a PulseChain Ponzi casino of these imaginary coins. And what happened was someone sold in a lot of it. Now, what I did was, I can show you how to find out information like this. So when someone does a big move like this, what you can do is go to Dexscreener.com. You're watching it here. See this USD tab? What you can do is if you click on it, you can change the minimum amount. And also you can change it to the sell type. So you can change it from a buy to a sell, and it will make your life easier when you're filtering what you're looking for. And if you go to the exact time of when the big move happens, you can have a look at the big wallet selling. And so what I did was, do you see this number here, friends? I just want to confirm. Do you see that number here? Let's have a little zoom in effect together. I'm going to show you right now. Do you see that $150,000? You see up here, 150,000? Yes. That's a big number. So someone clicked and they sold $150,000 worth. And I was looking at it. I'm like, whoa, this guy is a paper hander. But instead of judging, what I did was I investigated. Do you see this number here? This is 1.1 million AAVE. You see this column? He sold 1.1 million AAVE. Now, what I did was I went to the Ethereum chain itself, etherscan.io, and I typed in AAVE, and I noticed there are only 16 million AAVE coins, and I thought, this guy must have a lot. So I clicked on holders. You see this button here? I went to holders, and I observed how many AAVE big players there are. And look, this was very fishy to me. I saw, whoa, Binance has 600,000. All right. Staked AAVE is 3.3 million, but there's like all these big wallets that have 200,000. Like no one has a million. How the hell did this person get a million? So I assumed foul play. So what I did was I panicked. I was like, oh crap, maybe we're in the wrong thing. And so what I did was I investigated, and I've done this research for you, and you're going to be very shocked at what it is. So I assumed this person made a lot of money. So I even have this picture here, friends. Scum Paper Hand Dumper sold for $150,000 PRV. It then instantly gets bought back. His average sell price was 5.9 cents. Right now, at the time of this recording, AAVE bounced back to 20 cents. So he sold, his average slippage from the price is all the way down the bottom. He slips it and it's recovered. So the PulseChain Ponzi Casino is playing out, friends. And I investigated further. So I'm going to show you this other cool trick. What you can do is, let's move this filter up. You see his big fat sell in one order. If you go to Maker here, this is his actual address. So you can actually click here and open a new tab, and you can actually observe his wallet. But what he did was he moved his coins around. So this is what I thought. I thought because he was moving his coins around to different wallets that he's like some sort of super expert. You want to know the extent of research I did? I even went to his Ethereum address and I stalked him, and I found he uses Tornado Cash. He uses the private laundering, the secret cash. I'm like, oh crap, maybe this guy has secretly minted. So I'm just going to teach you to err on the side of caution. Because I saw this guy mint a lot of money, and you should think this too, okay? I saw him using Tornado Cash, so I assumed the worst. And I assumed what he was doing was he would dump coins that he would mint for free, secretly send it out, and then wait until the price goes up again. So effectively what he would be doing is he'd wait for the price to go up again, and then mint himself some coins again, and then he will dump it back down. That's what I thought he was going to do. But this is where I'm going to show you some absolute kindness, friendship, and warm minimums. What you can do, friends, you see his address here, so you can actually get his address, right? I went to the page to show you the address. You can go here, see on this Maker, see this tabby, you can copy paste his address. And if you click apply, it'll show you all the transactions from him. And to my shock, what I did was I went all the way down. Do you see how it now turns to green? That shows buys. So as you can tell, July 2nd, he was selling, but look what happened. He was buying on July 28th. So this is where it gets nasty. This person didn't make money at all. You can see, look at this column. I'm going to show you right now. You see this column here? This is the price he was buying at. You see this? Look at his clips. I mean, this guy was going absolutely haywire. He was trying to front run Richard Hart, releasing the yield farms, which is right here, by the way. So this person, obviously, his plan was, he was betting hard on AAVE. He was like thinking, someone's going to pump AAVE. Richard Hart is going to release the AAVE farms and they're going to go nuts and I'll be able to make a lot of money. Unfortunately, it doesn't end well because this person kept buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. Look at all these clips. He kept accumulating AAVE. Look at his average price. He kept accumulating a lot. And so after accumulating a lot, his plan was to dump it and he was starting to scale out. So as we enter the sells, you can see what he was doing here. He dumped 320,000 AAVE at 25 cents. So he was buying at 21 cents, 20, 24, 26, 32, 31, 43. And then he started selling 56, 74. So he just started DCAing all the way out. And you can see he's even started to DCA for losses here, 19 cents, 20 cents, etc. So I'm going to show you the pattern right here as we go in. I just want to show you. So 4 days ago. So what he was doing was, so here he was. He was buying on like here. So he started DCA buying into this. He started DCA buying on the way up. He started selling around, playing around, and he just puked out the rest. Now, I can't account for where he got this final 1.1 million AAVE. I'm just going to assume he was scalping around and playing around because what you should be able to do is add all of these up. And you'll notice that not all of them perfectly line up with how much he was able to purchase. Because with here, he was still able to get a lot of AAVE that's missing. And so because I don't have all the information here, it's just interesting to see these are players who are actually playing the game. They are trying to accumulate. They keep buying, like they keep buying AAVE and then it keeps selling, right? So it's funny to see this the PulseChain Ponzi casino happening out. I would not be surprised if these people were literally just existing AAVE owners and they see PulseChain, they're like, oh, I want to start accumulating it, right? It's also possible that this person was like buying them along the way here, that these players were doing it. And if we go and check another coin, Pepe, this exact same thing happened. So on Twitter, there was a guy who basically called everybody stupid from the Hex and PulseChain community. So he sold 55 Ethereum worth and he walked away. And then he basically started abusing everyone, spitting on everyone for their free money. This is in Pepe. We did research and analysis on him. We checked the blockchain. This subhuman person, right, this soy boy, was actually accumulating during the lows. So he accumulated and then he dumped on his community. So he dumped and he tried to basically FUD it out. Obviously, so this is the game, friends. This is why everybody's dirty. Everybody in this whole game, everyone's dirty. This is the game, okay? So it's not clean or dirt, doesn't matter. This is what they do. That's why I'm looking out for you. When I call people subhuman filth because they sell, when I call them hunchback soy boys, brown crumpled slipper wearers, or even dingleberries, which is the highest form of offense, I'm doing that to protect you. Everyone is out to get us. Everyone. I'm an outsider like you. These people are insiders. They use their social media platforms to harm. I am here to empower you. And I'm here to tell you, after this person dumps and it goes back down, he wants to FUD it down to zero. He wants to accumulate again. That's what they want to do. That's the whole goal. So I was able to spot this in AAVE, right? I wonder if someone out there was actually tweeting about it. Please like, subscribe, press the bell button and all, and let me know your confirmation of friendship in the comment section, or if you heard anybody else talking about it. Because at the end of the day, friends, I made this for you. I have this PulseChain Ponzi Casino. I have this public watch list that you can actually see. And I'm not telling you, don't play around in this thinking you're going to be some sort of like genius, money maker or whatever. Because do you see how this person was able to, in one click, literally one click, send it down 80%? This lurks in every coin, every single coin. Don't forget, there's Binance, there's other exchanges, there are other big wallets out there. I know they have millions of dollars, but trust me, they might think to themselves, if they have like, let's say they have like 2.5 million in their account, they might say, you know what, I want like a brand new Rolex, like for 25 grand. And they might have exactly 25 or 50 grand in one of their liquidity pools on PulseChain. So they'll just click it. They'll get themselves the Rolex and they're done. They walk away. But in the midst of this turmoil, it does present opportunity if you want to play this game. You don't put a lot, and I've got to stress to you, okay? 95% core, 5% lottery, please. The core should be respected. You don't trade your core around to do this. This is absolute dirt filth money. It is fantastic to see the game being played out because I'll be honest, I did not think this was going to happen. I knew Richard's he's very smart. He can see the future. I did not think this casino would work the way, like, friends, we know these coins are worth nothing. These coins, they are figments of everybody's imagination. But if you've watched my videos that I make for you because you are wonderful, sweet, baby cake, baby doll, and you are blueberry pie, you will now know crypto is valued off a network effect, okay? So here's the thing. These coins were given to specific existing network effects. So they are not worth zero. They are worth a permanent fraction of the real coin themselves. This is a never before done thing. We've never before seen it. So that's why if you go to pulsecoinlist.com, and I've already made a video here to show you, friends. I've already here to show you, okay? If you go to the I'm buying poop one, you get to see many coins are only 1% value of the Ethereum version. They're like 0.5% or 1% or 3% of their value. They are a fraction of it. And we might find over time that people start to speculate on what happens. Like, can there be a PulseChain bred community from there? Do people eventually move on? This moves us into the unknown. I know this is going to sound crazy, but this is exactly where you want to be, because when people are uncomfortable, when we don't know what the future holds, this is where the edge is. This is where there is competitive edge. Okay. So my conclusion, where does that leave us from here? Well, now, this is why I tell you, please, you got to respect the fact. I keep telling you, we hold till December 2025. Yes, if Bitcoin wants to pump us earlier and give us an earlier bull run, we'll take it. But we have to have such a long-term mindset. Why do I say this? It's because this day-to-day mess that I just showed you, this day-to-day, are we going up, down? These give mental health issues. This gives a heart attack, all right? When we look out to the long term, when we start to think long term, you erase all this uncertainty like, oh, is the casino going to work? Are people going to come in? Don't worry about it, all right? If you thought about every single thing that could go wrong in the early days of Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other coin that made it, you would never sleep. That's why the whole goal is literally we just draw an upwards line to the right and we say, hey, it either works or it doesn't. We either go to zero, right? And this is obviously no financial advice. It can go to zero, of course. Or if it doesn't go to zero, it might go the other way. We understand that game. We are traveling along the passage of time. We either make it to the future or we don't. But we have to hold. You can't be playing these little garbage casino games thinking you're going to make it, all right? These casino games that I showed you, the fact that it's working, so this is what I like to see. The fact that we're seeing people punt up and down doing these random things, this will bring activity. This is people starting to get familiar with the matter. That's what you want them to see. You want them to get used to bridging in and playing around. And then eventually, we do see a path forward for PulseX, okay? And eventually, Hex itself. So PulseX as well, and Hex, okay? And E-Hex, P-Hex, it doesn't matter. Whatever floats your boat. So when we look at this game, this is adding to my conviction that, guess what? Most people were wrong. I guess Richard Hart was right. There is a plan. There is a path forward in crypto for a casino like this to exist. Decentralized, censorship resistant. These communities get free airdrops. It does have a place. Now, how high it goes, if it works out, which we don't know, it's pure speculation, that is obviously where everybody's going to have wild deviations of where they think we're going to land. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because you either have to believe in it or you don't. If you do believe, then you're holding with us anyway. And if you don't, well, these people are probably going to find out the hard way. Because think about this, man. Imagine other coins start doing this. Imagine Uni, all these other random coins have these giant dumps, but people just buy them just for the sake of owning them. It's the network effect. People still haven't grasped it yet. They are still busy worrying about privacy coins, all these layer 2 stuff, and all this other junk of all these insider pump and dumps, okay? Crypto, the casino is what people are here for. We got to cater to everyone's demands. That's what it is, all right? And then once we have them in, then the marketing strategy is obviously to show them that it's better to own the casino instead of participate in it. And owning PulseX has the buy and burn, which is owning the casino. All right. You can also get native yield from Hex, and you can own part of the ecosystem with the big burning function of Pulse. So all of those will come later. Let's hope it's sooner so we don't have to wait too long, because, man, it's been pretty painful so far. Tell mum and dad we still love them. Whether we go negative or to the moon, we're going to make it, friends. Please like, subscribe, press the bell button, and all. I'm going to catch you in the next one.